Everybody's ready for some yoga? Yeah? Is that Samson? Is it a treat? No, is that a treat? Go see, Boomer. Go get it. Go get it. Just begin lying down. Coming to lie on your back. Allow your whole body to release. Notice your natural breath. Turning your attention to that small space above your upper lip and around the rings of your nostrils. Just observing the rising and the passing away of each inhale and each exhale. With your next breath, take a deep inhale through your nose. At the very top of your inhale, begin to exhale a long, slow, deep breath out through your nose. Emptying out all of your air. At the bottom of your exhale, take a deep breath in, filling up through your belly, your rib cage, and your chest. And at the top of your inhale, slowly begin to exhale. Breathing out a long, deep breath, emptying from your chest down through your rib cage to the bottom of your belly. At the bottom of your exhale, take a deep breath in and fill all the way up again, creating a circular breath, long, slow, and deep. Inhaling as you fill up, and exhaling as you empty. Continue to breathe in this long, slow, deep breath, in and out through your nose. Draw your knees into your chest. So as you bring your knees into your chest, take a gentle rock on your back from side to side. Long, deep breath, circular breathing. With your next inhale, take your feet wide apart, and you can reach to the bottoms of your legs or the backs of your legs or thighs, or reaching to your ankles or the bottoms of your feet. Maybe even grabbing the toes. Spreading the feet and the knees wide apart, and just continue that gentle rock from side to side. Feeling the stretch through your inner thighs and your hips, massaging your lower back. Again, long, slow, deep breaths. Inhale, pressing down a little bit more, coming back to the center. As you exhale, stretch your left leg out long and hug your right knee into your chest. Crossing your right knee over to the left side of your mat, coming into a spinal twist. Use your left hand to press against your outer right thigh as you turn your chin towards your right shoulder. Keep your breath long and deep, in and out through your nose. Inhale to center. Switch your legs. As you exhale, take your left knee to your right side. Reach out through your fingertips of your left hand and gaze past your left shoulder. Spinal twist in this opposite direction. Inhale to center. And exhale, place your feet flat onto your mat, arms beside you. Inhale, press your feet into the mat as you engage your glutes and your hamstrings, lifting your hips up towards the sky, coming into a gentle back bend, but activating the back body, activating your glutes. So finding bridge pose. Exhale, slowly release back down. You're back onto your mat. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Again, you can reach around the thighs or the ankles or the feet or the toes. Take that happy baby pose. Exhale, straighten the left leg long and cross your right knee to your left side. Spinal twist. Inhale to center, switch your legs. Exhale, left knee to the right side. Twist in the opposite direction. Inhale to center. Exhale, both feet flat. Inhale, lift your hips towards the sky, taking your bridge pose. Exhale, release back down. Nice and slow and controlled. Draw your right knee in. Take it into your spinal twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, lift, bridge pose. You might even interlace the fingers or place the hands under the hips. Open up. Exhale, release down and start again. And continue this sequence. Inhale, right knee to your chest. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back down. Inhale, hug both of your knees into your chest and rock yourself up, coming onto your hands and your knees. As you move into a tabletop position here, place your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Take a cat-cow stretch, so rounding through your back, tuck your belly, tuck your chin. Then And inhale, drop your belly, roll your shoulders back. Lift your chin. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, open and lift. Your next exhale, tuck your toes under. Send your hips up and back, pressing your heels down towards the floor as you lengthen through the backs of your legs, feeling the stretch through your hamstrings and your calf muscles. You can even pedal your feet from side to side here. Keep your movement slow, your breath long, slow, and deep, allowing your breath to guide your movement. Then into that downward facing dog as you press your palms into the mat and root your heels towards the floor. A slight bend in the knees is okay here, and it's also okay if your heels don't touch the floor. Just go as far as you can into the posture, feeling a good stretch. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, lift it up high. And as you exhale, step your right foot between your hands to the top of your mat. Once you bring that right foot up, lower your left knee down. Inhale, walk your hands up onto your thighs, sending your hips forward, or you can even reach your arms up towards the sky, coming into a low lunge. Feel the stretch through the top of your left thigh into your hip flexor, and that little bit of a back bend as you reach the arms up. And exhale, send your hips back, straightening your right leg. You can come all the way back to sit on the heel, or you can come about halfway back if you feel a good stretch here. If you can bring it all the way down, go for it. Lower your chest towards your thigh, tuck your chin, coming into a half split. And inhale, walk your hands forward, tuck your back toes under, lift your left knee off the mat, and raise your right arm to the sky. Open up through your right shoulder as you take this twist into dragonfly. Exhale, release your right hand and step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Again, pedal the feet here if you need to, side to side, a little bend in the knees. Inhale, raise your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, soft landing, lower down that right knee. Inhale, walk the hands up, reach them towards the sky. Come into that low lunge. Even just having the hands here on the hips is fine too. If you want, you can reach those arms up. Lengthen through your fingertips. And exhale, send your hips back. Going about halfway, or lowering all the way down. Bring your bottom towards your right heel. Folding over that left leg. Your hands can come to your sides, or you can reach them out in front of you. Inhale, walk the hands forward. Tuck the right toes under and lift your right knee off the mat. As you take this twist, open up through your left shoulder and reach up through the fingertips if you can. If not, just hand on the hip. Come into this dragonfly twist, opening, twisting, lengthening. And exhale, release. Left hand comes down and step back. Downward facing dog. Let's take it again with the right leg. Inhale, right leg goes high, deep breath in. Exhale, step it through, soft landing. Lower your left knee. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hips go back, half split. Folding over that right thigh. Inhale, walk the hands forward, take your twist. Right hand reaches to the sky. Exhale, release the right hand and step back. Downward facing dog. Take it on your left side. Start to move at your own pace. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take it again. Right leg. Move at your own pace. So as you're moving with your breath, you may be moving a little bit slower, or maybe even a little bit quicker, as long as you're staying with your breath. 4 to 6 seconds on each inhale and each exhale. And you might even feel like you want to hang out in the pose for a little bit. So you can take a couple of breaths in any of these postures to really feel it out. Just take it at your pace. Listen to your body. You can even take it moving through these postures with your eyes closed, which will challenge your body in a different way and challenge your balance in a different way. You'll notice that you'll have to engage muscles that maybe you weren't aware of before with your eyes open. Last time through. Find your way back to downward facing dog, or you can come to rest in child's pose. Lower your knees down and send your hips back to your heels. That's an option for you to come to that posture. Virabhadrasana, child's pose. Anytime you need to find rest in your practice, you can come to this posture, or even a seated easy pose, or a seated meditation. Once you've finished your flow and you found that resting posture, just come back to your breath. Just returning your attention back to your breath. So as we can start in this sequence, moving through these postures, we can get distracted by the pose. We lose the attention of our breath. So try to come back into the posture and find your breath again here, wherever you're at. Find that rhythm of your breath, that long, slow, deep breath that we started with. Once you're back with your breath, come back to downward facing dog. Come into your hands and knees, tuck your toes, and send your hips to the sky. Find that inverted V. Pressing your heels down towards the floor, rooting into your palms and your fingertips. And inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, lift it high. Deep breath in. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Soft landing. Turn your left heel down. Root into both feet. Walk your hands up on top of the right thigh, keeping the lunge in your right knee and your hips square forward as you reach your arms overhead into warrior letter A. So as you're rooting into the outer part of your left foot, that back part through the heel and the outside of the foot, pressing down so you feel that stretch all the way through the outside, down the entire leg of your left leg. Keeping that lunge in your right knee. Reaching up. Then exhale, hands come behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Draw your knuckles down towards the floor. Begin to lower your head down towards your mat, dipping your shoulder to the inside of the right thigh. Allowing your hands, keeping them interlaced, to fall away from the lower back. With your next inhale, press into your feet, rise up, straighten your right leg, reach your arms over your head, and catch your right wrist with your left hand. Lean to your left side, stretching through your right side body. Coming into sky archer, kind of like you're pulling back a bow and arrow. Lengthen. And exhale, release your hands down around your right foot and step your right foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left foot to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Turn your right heel down. Once again, root into both feet. Walk the hands up the leg, onto the thigh. Adjust the back foot so it's slightly turned inward just a bit. As you root down into the outer part of your right foot, lunge into your left knee. And then when you're ready, reach your arms towards the sky into warrior A. Hands can be apart or together. Lift your chin. Roll the shoulders back. Then exhale. Interlace your fingers. Draw your knuckles down, squeezing through the shoulder blades as you lower your heart towards the floor and your head will follow. Allow the hands to fall away from the low back, getting a stretch through your shoulders and your chest. And inhale, root through your feet. Straightening your left leg, rise to standing. Reach your arms over your head. Catch your left wrist with your right hand and lean to your right side. Open up, lengthen your left side body. Exhale, both hands come down. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, step through. Back heel down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior A, arms reaching overhead. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Fold to the inside of your right thigh, humble warrior. Inhale, rise to standing. Sky archer, straightening the right leg. Catch your right wrist and lean. With your next exhale, keeping that lean, it's like you're turning that direction, so we're just going to turn the feet. Right foot in, left foot out. So now we're facing the back of the mat. And then fold over your straight left leg. So as you lower your chest down towards your left thigh, and your hands can come to your thigh or to your shin. You want this left leg to be straight, so if you need to have the hands higher in order to keep the leg straight and still feel that stretch through the back of the leg, go ahead and do that. But lower as far as you can without letting that knee bend. And if it bends a tiny bit, that's okay. Again, just feeling that stretch through the back of the leg, through your hamstring. So square the hips and fold. Coming into your pyramid pose. And from your pyramid pose, inhale, lower your right knee to your mat. Reaching your right hand back to your hip, your thigh, or even towards your calf or your heel. As your left arm comes overhead, and that foot can be flat, or you can keep the toes tucked, whichever works for you. So reach that left arm overhead, coming into half camel pose. And from your half camel, exhale, draw your hands to your heart center, root into your left foot, and begin to tip forward, lifting your right foot off the mat, or whatever height works for you. So you can start with just a little tipping forward, tapping that toe until you feel pretty confident to lift it up a little higher and a little higher and a little higher until you can come into warrior 3. You can flex the foot or point the toe, whichever works for you. Arms can be out to the sides, behind you, reaching out in front of you, or hands to your heart. And then from your warrior letter 3, exhale, release your hands down, and step back to downward facing dog. Another option for you is to take a vinyasa, so you can come into a high push-up position. Lower the knees or keep the knees off the mat as you bend the elbows. Bring your chest all the way down. Release the tops of your feet flat. And then inhale, lift your heart. From there, exhale, tuck the toes and send your hips up and back. So that vinyasa is an option. After you've done the sequence, you can take that or just step back to down dog. Let's take it all the way through on the left leg. Inhale, left leg goes high, deep breath in, reach. Exhale, step it through. Lower your right heel. Inhale, rise up, warrior A. Exhale, humble warrior. Fold to the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, rise up, sky archer. Catch your left wrist and lean. Then continue that same direction, turning your feet, facing the front of your mat. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Again, hands can come to the shin or the thigh. As you lower your chest towards your thigh and then tuck your chin, feeling that stretch through the back of your right leg. Inhale, lower your left knee down. Reaching your left hand back to your hip, your thigh, or even towards your calf or your heel. As your right arm comes up and over into half camel pose. Sending your hips forward. This posture is a great pose to stretch through the front of the body into that hip flexor and the top of the thigh into your quad, but also strengthens the low back. Reach and lengthen. From there, exhale, hands come to your heart. Root into that right foot. Get nice and grounded there. Then tuck your back toes, start to tip forward. Again, you can just practice by lifting that left foot off the floor. And maybe if you need a wall or like you have a couch or a chair in front of you, you can play with lifting that foot up and then taking one hand away and then taking both hands away. So whatever works for you, wherever you're at today is exactly where you're supposed to be in your practice. So you don't have to be any other way in the pose than what your body is allowing you to do today. It's yoga practice, not yoga perfect. So do what you can do in your body. Find your balance in the pose, challenge yourself. Take a couple of breaths in that balancing posture. You can play with the arms. And then when you're ready, exhale, release the hands and step back. Or take your vinyasa. Moving with your breath, long, slow, and deep. Start again on the right leg. Inhale it up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, rise. exhale, fold. Inhale, sky archer, catch the wrist and lean, turn to the back. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, right knee comes down, half camel. Reach the right hand back as the left arm comes over. Exhale, set up. Rooting into that left foot. Inhale, find your balance in that warrior three. Take a few breaths there, really challenge yourself. And then exhale, release the hands and step back. Downward facing dog, or you can begin right away on that left leg. Make it an infinity flow. Left side, breathing. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Slow, deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, archer. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, half camel. Exhale, warrior three. Ready? Take it back. Start again with that right leg. Staying connected to your breath. You might even play with this sequence, challenging your balance a bit more by moving with the eyes closed. Or feel free to add or take anything out. If you feel like your body wants to go into a certain posture that I didn't introduce in the sequence, then go there. It's your flow, make it your own. Or take anything out that doesn't work for you. Time around on each side. Staying connected with your breath. Feeling each posture. slow, deep breathing. Once you finish your sequence, come to that resting posture. Finding your easy seated pose or child's pose, come back to your breath. When we breathe in this longer, deeper way, we slow down our breathing. It does the opposite of what the fight or flight response does in our body. The fight or flight response increases adrenaline and cortisol. By breathing longer, slower, and deeper, we're decreasing that. Decreasing the stress hormone. Long, slow, deep breaths. From wherever you are, find your way to a seated position. Once again, staying with your breath, long, slow, and deep. Extend your left leg out in front of you. Move my mat back just a little bit. So your left leg comes out long, and your right knee will come up towards the shoulder as you lift that right foot off the floor. Kind of rolling the ankle. You may even be able to place that right foot into the crease of your elbow and wrap your right arm around your right thigh or your knee and kind of rock it like a little baby. Getting a stretch to the outer thigh and glute of your right leg. If that's not possible, you can just take it towards the chest like this. Just opening up through the hip. And then from there, so you can grab your toe or your foot with your left hand. So you're grabbing that right foot or toe and bringing the arm underneath the knee, kind of right behind the thigh, into that crease of where the knee is. You want your tricep kind of there, really up high onto that shoulder or tricep. Place your right hand down. See if you can grab that left foot. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you're like, I'm not going any further than this. No way, no how, and that's okay. Just stay where you're at today. But if you can, see what it feels like to try and straighten that right leg up. And get a stretch through the hamstring. Maybe you only come here, or here, or here, or here, whatever. Just see where you can go. Feel that stretch, maybe try it a couple of times. Activate the thigh, get it up high. Lift it up, squeeze. And then bring it back down. One more time. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it back down. Good, now from there, keep it up high onto the shoulder, as high as you can get it. We're gonna go for elephant pose, so it's an arm balance. There's a couple elephant trunk. There's a couple of different ways to do your elephant trunk. So if you got this arm up here like this, wave your foot at me. I can't see you, but I know I look ridiculous, so hi. So you're here, press into your hands, and just try and lift your bottom up off the floor. So as you root into your palms, we're not going to try and lift this leg up yet, just lift your booty up off the floor and see what happens. If you're like, still not happening, no way, no how, grab your blocks or whatever tools you're using. Maybe you're using some books or something that's solid about this size. If you don't have anything, that's okay. Get into your position. Try and use your blocks. See if you can get up with using the blocks. Lift and lower. And try that a couple of times. And then after you try that a couple of times, then try and activate and engage your lower belly, your Uddiyana Bandha and your Mula Bandha, and lift that lower leg up. So we're here, got this leg. We're going to try and lift the bottom and the leg off the mat. I'll show you from the side. Lift and come back down. If you can't do it with the leg straight, try with the knee bent. See if that works for you. So that's your elephant trunk posture today. And then if you really want to get funky with it, it's a great way to transition into 8-angle pose, another arm balance. So that leg up high, come into your elephant trunk, get up there, and then cross the ankles. See if you can kind of balance here. Then begin to squeeze the thighs, shoot the legs out to the right as you bend your elbows. Whee! And hover. And then come back down. Couple of variations, some levels to try, and we'll try it on the other side and you'll see the difference because your body is different from one side to the other. So you may find that it's easier on one side or you're able to get up a little higher on the other side. So let's extend the right leg. Whew. Draw that left knee into the chest. Roll the ankle. And then go for your rocking of the baby. Oh, it's such a good stretch in that outer thigh. Man, I'm sore. Give it a little rock from side to side and check and see. You got this, Elise. Do a little rocking of the baby, side to side, stretching through the outer thigh and glute. So compass pose is the first thing that we're doing. We're doing compass pose when we stretch that leg up towards the sky. So we're going to try our compass on this side. Again, right leg is out in front of you. See if you can take that knee up really high, get it up towards the shoulder, as high as you can go on the arm. So your thigh or the crease of your knee is kind of right on the tricep or the shoulder. And then from there, grabbing that foot with your right hand, toe, foot, ankle, wherever you can reach. Maybe just try and do it without holding onto it. So squeeze the thigh and lift it up. So compass pose here, or you're gonna lift the leg, grab the toe, and raise it up. Compass. So we're in our compass pose here. Even if you can't get it all the way up, if you feel a good stretch, if your knee is bent, that's okay. Or maybe you're here. Maybe you're like, nope, I'm not anywhere near that. I'm right here. Wherever you're at, you work with what you've got and where your body wants to take you today. So no judgments and no expectations. Stretch it up. Do that a couple of times and get that work into the hamstring. Feel the hamstring muscle stretching, then release, stretch, and release. Yay. And then release it again. Now, again with that thigh and the shin or the The calf muscle and the thigh are kind of like squeezing against the back of the arm. With or without your blocks, let's try without the blocks first. The right leg, we're not going to worry about the right leg right now. Just press into your hands. Keep them slightly ahead of your hips, so just slightly forward of your hips, not right next to your hips. So that makes it like really hard. There's no way you can get up. We're doing a cantilever effect in this arm balance posture. So we want to send the hips back and round through the upper back. As we send the hips back, the bottom comes up. Okay? So hands slightly in front of the hips. Send the hips back as you lift and press down. Find that union of opposites as you root down, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Try it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release back down. Yeah. All right, now let's try with the leg lift. So your right leg, in order to get that leg up, you gotta activate the low belly. So you're not just using your thigh to lift the leg, you're using your core as well. So again, when we lift, we come all the way up by activating the core in our elephant trunk pose. Woo, it's a lot of work, right? Okay, if you're doing it with the blocks, you'll find that it's a little easier because you have more space. So with the blocks, you press and you lift up. Woo. Make sure you have that leg right. Slightly in front of you and lift. Elephant trunk, and then you can go to 8 angle. So we're just building, and all of these postures are building blocks, right? So you start with compass, get that flexibility in your hamstring, then try your elephant trunk without the leg lift, then you try it with the leg lift, and then you go into your 8 angle. So for 8 angle on this side, I'll show you guys once again. Find your elephant trunk, inhale, lift it up, exhale, cross the ankles, one over the other, and then begin to squeeze the thighs out to the side. Shooting the legs out to the left, and bending your elbows. And then you hover. Oh, and then you come up. Roll your wrists. Let's give our wrists a little love. We did a lot of work just now. Stretch them out. Palms facing down, fingers facing towards you. Show you from the side. So a couple of arm balancing postures to play with while you're at home. While you're stuck here and you have nothing else to do. And then turn in the opposite direction. Tops of the hands flat. And fingers facing towards you. Be gentle with these stretches on the wrists. Once more, take it the opposite direction. Further if you can. And then switch. And find in all of these postures, and it comes up especially, I think it's really easy to notice in in all the arm balancing poses or versions, that hatha effect, that union of opposites. Once you release the wrists, give them a little roll. Do a little roll of the wrists, and releasing the fingers like that. And then roll your shoulders back and down. All right, let's take it onto the back, lower down onto our back. Hug the knees into your chest and rock it out from side to side. Release the feet. We're going to take a little back bend here. Bridge pose, lift the hips. Activate your back body, your glutes, and your hamstrings. You can interlace the fingers, you can keep them to the sides, you can support the hips. And then gently come back down. Take that one more time, bridge pose, or you can go into a full wheel. If you're doing your full wheel, place your hands so that your wrists are in line with your forehead and your elbows are facing the sky. And as you press into your palms and your feet, inhale, lift. The hips come up and your shoulders lift all the way off the mat as well as your head into your Virabhadrasana, upward bow. A couple of breaths and then slowly release down. Gently draw your knees back into your chest. Rock up to a seated position. Stretch your legs long in front of you. Take a breath as you reach your arms over your head. And exhale, fold forward. As you fold forward, releasing your arms, allow your upper body to just completely relax here. You can go to that stretch, using your hands to draw you closer towards your thighs to get a deeper stretch in the backs of your legs and your back. And then once you've gotten as far as you can go, release your arms. Allow your head to hang. Come back to your natural breath. Notice how it feels to let go. To just let your body completely relax. There's a Zen story of a king who was taking a walk in the woods. And while walking down the path, he came upon a waterfall. And as he looked at the waterfall, he saw an old man flailing around. He seemed to be drowning. So the emperor and his assistants, they hurried quickly towards the waterfall. And then once they got there, the old man was fine. Came out of the water, calm, collected, refreshed even. And the emperor said to the old man, he said, I saw you from way back on the trail and it looked as if you were drowning. How did you find your way out of the water? And how are you so calm? The old man said to the emperor, he said, I've been practicing this for many years. Ever since I was a little boy, I would fall down the waterfall and get caught up in the currents, but instead of fighting it, I just go with the water, I go with the flow. And I always come out okay. And that's what this practice teaches us. To go with the flow. To give up any resistance, any attachments, and to just flow with the river of life. Slowly and gently begin to walk your hands back in, rise up to seated. And find your way onto your back. Touch the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to open out to either side, resting your arms beside you. Releasing any tension in your neck and shoulders. Relax your face and your jaw. And stretching your legs out to the corners of your mat. Allow your whole body to release as you take rest in Shavasana. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your ankles and your wrists. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side on your back. And slowly roll over onto one side. Rest there for a few moments. Find your way to seated. With your hands at your heart, close your practice this evening by sending out loving kindness and compassion. May all beings everywhere be happy. May all beings everywhere be peaceful. And may all beings be free from pain and suffering. The light in me honors and bows to the light in each of you. Namaste.